Get everything fixed here.
Roast beef. 2 for $5.
All right, had to mute that. You hear that? It was a roast beef commercial. I'm just going to sew this afternoon. Go see if you guys want to sew with me or chat or whatever. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Linda. And Janet says that JL is at the foot doctor now getting his toenails trimmed. Hello, Melina. Melina, I think we're wanting your address or email on that recipe swap that's going on right now. Rowena was taking care of it, but she says she needs your your address. So if you'd send us your address. And hello, Kim. Kim, say hi to Lynn. I know you are. I know you're still on that other one. I realize that, but I just thought some of the rest of you might want to pop on here. If you don't, that's okay. But I am going to try to sew and try to chat. Reckon I can do both at the same time. Hello, Sharon J. And I pinned the link. I want some company. Want somebody up on the panel here to talk. I put this cushion stool here and I put my iron on it. So I've tried to put everything right here where I wouldn't have to go hunt all over for it or get up and turn around all over the place. Can I do it? Talk and sew at the same time? I don't know. Look at my block here. Make sure I got them right. I'm going to sew another piece on there. I know you could, Sandra. Oh, there's Gladys. Hello, Gladys. There's Candy. There's a few of you in here, but nobody up here with me. I bought myself a new t-shirt today. Let me show you my new t-shirt right quick. Can you see it? That's what I bought at the quilt store today. And some other stuff, but I'll show you my other stuff in another video. Sometimes if I show you everything at the same time, I don't have nothing to make a video on for the channel. So you'll have to wait on the other. But I bought a big bag full. Well, I went into town because I decided I'd pay our property taxes. We have to pay property taxes once a year here, and they're due by October the 10th. So it was getting close enough that I thought I'd run into town and do it. Then I went to the local quilt store, and then I went to the grocery store, and I got Terry's lunch at the grocery store. So I didn't even cook for him today. But I got him some fried chicken, some coleslaw, and potato salad. So he did pretty good. He's all right. He was happy with that. And I didn't have to cook. And I think there's enough leftovers for supper. So I'm in good shape on cooking today. I'm going to press this one. Who we got? Della. Hello, Della Badger. And she's saying hi to everybody. I've got so many quilts started. I'm almost ashamed to tell you how many I got started, but I couldn't tell you anyway because I don't know. Well, I don't like that. I'm going to take another little bite out of that one. You see that? That didn't match up right there. So I'm going to sew just a little bit more and bring that little point a little closer inside there. I guess I let it slip. I can fix it. See which way it needs to go. This one's coming. I can take care of that. It's not a biggie, but I'm gonna fix it. See if that did the trick. See, it did. It fixed it. Now they come to more of a point instead of that white gap in there. Hello, Vicky. Some of y'all, somebody come up here. Even if you don't sew, somebody come up here and read the chat and talk to them in the chat, and I'll keep working. Well, Kim, come up here and chit chat then on the panel till your hands get to feeling better. Now, I fixed it. It looks better. I'm going to hang it on the wall and get another one. I'll do this one next. There you are. If you can't sew, you can sit here and chit chat with them.
Yeah, that's true. So let me get where I can see chat on here.
Okay, I'm just going to keep on working. I'm going to let you talk to me then, all right?
Hi, Linda. Hi, Striker Force.
All right, I'm going to take all that down. So I didn't know what anybody else would be doing this afternoon. Terry's gone to move hay off the meadow, so he's not here. So I'm just going to do what I was wanting to do.
Yeah. Well, I had some errands to run this morning, so I thought, well, I'd get it done before the heat set in. And I got back home just as it was starting to get warm.
Yeah.
And so I'm back inside now and sitting in comfortable air conditioning at least. So
yeah, I went to town this morning too. We have to pay property taxes here every year, and they're due by October the 10th, and I went and paid mine today.
Oh wow. Well, the only things I've got now as far as property tax is just personal property tax, and that's not due until, well, shoot, the forms won't even come out until in the end of October, and it'll be due by December the 31st. And so all I've got is just my car, so it's not a great big amount. Hi, Gladys.
And I guess every
quilter
different that
way. Oh, I can remember when we had the farm. My stars, that was a bit of a nightmare. But we always got it done. Hi, Patty G.
So Donna Armstrong getting aggravated with her Juki quilted table. I've never quilted on a sewing machine. I don't think I could do it. Is this machine too loud? If it is, tell me, and I'll move the computer or something. Is it too loud?
No, it's. I mean, it doesn't sound like it to me.
And I hadn't done it yet, but I'm going to schedule a chit chat for tonight. Today's Sunday, and chit chats tonight. Chit chats now too, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you come over here and work, and other times you come over here to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you come to do both.
Yeah. Yes, Candy. In the state of Missouri, they have what they call personal property tax, and it has to be paid on all vehicles, even farm machinery, boats, trailers, cars, trucks, anything like that. It's all considered personal property tax. Even some trailer homes.
And it's one of them things where you never own nothing because you keep having to pay taxes on it every year.
Exactly. You know, when we moved here in 1978, once a car was 15 years old, the maximum value on it was set at $100. That's all you paid taxes on. Well, now, of course, they don't do that anymore. And it's discouraging. I mean, my taxes are not that bad because I've got an older vehicle. I've got a 2007 Ford Escape. It still only has 100,000 miles on it. So that's what kind of edges mine up a little bit, because it is what they consider low mileage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for that age of car. So. Kind of irritating, but
It
you
is.
gotta do it. So
You have to. We have to. All those licensing. It never ends. It's always something.
yeah. But thankfully, I can get my licenses for 2 years at a time, so it works out really good. Bye, Lisa.
Yeah, bye, Lisa. You got to go to work.
It says bye all. My next session is starting.
So
So
I'm assuming that's work.
now I really wanted to get started on. I'm making my one of my grandsons. I'm making him a checkerboard, and I'm going to do it like a quilt, and then I'm going to make his checkers, and instead of putting buttons on them for when he has a king, I'm going to put Velcro on it, and that way they will stick together, and there won't be any choking hazards for the baby. And that baby is into everything now and driving his mother crazy. And she's telling me last night all the things he's getting into, and everything out of her mouth was, Colton, no. Colton, leave it alone. Colton, I said, stop it. She says, Mom,
How old is he now? How old?
he will be a year on November the 9th, and he just started walking.
Right.
And he's got a few words that he says very plainly. No is the predominant one. And hi, Teresa. And she said when he's reaching for something he knows he's not supposed to have, he's standing or sitting there saying no, 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 and shaking his head furiously. It just doesn't quite get through to the fingertips. So when she was telling me what all he's getting into, she said, I swear to goodness, Mom, it's from sun up to sundown. I said, I know.
Yeah.
She says, what do you mean, you know? I said, he's behaving just like his mother. She's like, oh, no. Hey, yeah. She said, Mom, I am so sorry. Rita, I love those blocks that you're working on. That pattern is just gorgeous.
Yeah. And they look Southwestern, but they're really not. I mean, when you look at the design on the fabric, but I think it's going to be pretty. I got these fabrics on connecting threads, and there was a special, so I got them. So this is not the expensive fabric, but it's turning out pretty.
You know what, though? I've got another friend that has ordered fabric from Connecting Threads, and she loves it.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. And, of course, like me, she's got a lot of skin allergies, so she launders her fabric before she uses it. And she said, I've never had a piece of it shrink real bad. She said, it doesn't fray real bad. And she said, I've never had any of it fade. She said, it's nice fabric. And she likes their sewing thread, too.
Okay.
So, and oh, my goodness. She was telling me one day, in 1 month, she ordered, I believe she said 40 different colors of it. But she's a quilter, and she also sews a lot of clothes for her grandkids. So she keeps a good supply of all kinds of colors on hand.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I kind of like to get fabrics from collections. I really do. Maybe I'm just, but I like a pretty scrappy quilt too, though.
yeah. Oh, my stars. I've got so much fabric that I told a friend of mine this morning, I said, my bedroom looks like a Joann's exploded and it was not a good result. I need to find me an old dresser someplace. I'll go to a thrift store and find one to put a bunch of it in to get it out of the boxes.
Mhm.
And I've got some stuff that I'm going to go through, and I'm going to get rid of some of that fabric because some of the stuff I know I won't use.
Yeah.
So, how
Hello,
is
hello to Teresa. Yeah.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, David. How is Frances doing?
She's doing okay. She will come up on the last live. You know, her time is different than ours. So sometimes when I'm on it, she has to leave a little early because she gets her bedtime. But she's doing okay. She's still dealing with that Beverly that has dementia. She still has that.
Doggone it.
Yeah. It's just about to wear her down. It really is.
Yeah, I can understand that. It is a chore.
Mm-hmm.
I for Frances' sake, I wish they could get her in someplace.
Well,
I really do.
They're trying really hard, but they just haven't got it done yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
pretty too. Which one should I do next?
That's always what I run into when I'm working with several different colors, but doing the same pattern. I'm like, oh, which one do I want to work with next? I did a churn dash quilt a few years ago and had a beautiful set of fabrics. And I had an awful time trying to decide which one I wanted to work with next.
Mm-hmm.
But,
let's see. I don't have everything trimmed yet. I hate the trimming part.
oh,
I do.
I don't know of anybody that likes it.
No.
It's just, and I know for a long time I didn't do it, but I do it now because things just fit so much better.
Oh, it makes a world of difference.
I think the only thing I don't really trim up a whole lot is when I'm doing a string block or a crumb block. And then I just cut them a certain size and go. Yeah. But as far as trying to make a perfect trim on it, nah. They're talking like here in our area anyway, for like the greater Kansas City area, they're talking like we are going to go through summer's last hurrah. For the next 8 to 10 days, we're going to see temperatures in the mid to upper 80s and even into the mid 90s next week. I'm like, ugh.
90.
No. This is almost October. Already.
You know, there'll be a frost and it'll kill everything, and that'll be it.
Yeah. I'm just waiting on one big enough to kill a good enough frost to kill a bunch of the bugs.
Yeah. We don't seem to have had ticks or grasshoppers or any of that stuff very bad this year in my yard because I've got those bees that are running loose, and I think they're catching a lot of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can go back to some of the hay meadows and the big old grasshoppers, but not here in the garden.
Mm-hmm. A friend of ours back where I used to live, she kept anywhere from 6 to 12 guinea hens all the time, just to eliminate the ticks and the ants and the grasshoppers.
Now, they haven't done anything with the fire ants. We have them blamed old fire ants, and those things are awful. And they're getting worse and worse. And 20 years ago we didn't have them, but we do now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are slowly migrating north.
They are, and they're all
horrible things.
You stop in the wrong place out in the yard too long, and they'll eat you up.
Oh yeah. I know what we used to have trouble with down on our place was those big old carpenter ants. Oh my stars, those things were huge. And I'll tell you what, they did a lot of damage on the trees and parts of the logs, but we kept our logs in our house. We kept them treated. And so we didn't have much trouble with them there. But oh my goodness, when we'd cut wood for the winter, we had to make sure that we made sure that those ants did not get in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, Candy has fire ants too. I thought you were far enough north. Maybe they wasn't up there yet.
Gracious. Oh, I sent, I believe it was Melina and Dawn yesterday, my email address, because I got the deal about the update on the recipes. And I'm working on getting those ready for you. So.
Yeah, I need to get the ones ready that I'm going to send out. I did get stamps while I was in town today, so I can mail them out.
Wow.
Because
I can't decide on the casserole, but I know the salad will be, it's something called a main dish salad. And then I've already got the dessert picked out. And it was one of my grandmother's recipes.
Okay.
It's really good. So.
I haven't got any for that quilt giveaway yet, but it's still early. It hadn't been out there too many days.
Yeah. Oh, that quilt is gorgeous. Whoever gets it is going to be so blessed.
Well, I'm anxious to see who it's going to be. We don't know yet. We'll see.
Well, I know I haven't been in the lives in the evenings. I have been falling asleep early enough in the evening that I'm missing a lot of stuff that's going on YouTube in the evening. So.
Oh, hey, I understand. I sit down there sometimes and I don't get up and do one because I'm asleep. So I didn't last night because we did some thing with my sister. And time we got home, we had supper and time it just late. So.
You talking about you and your sister in that garage reminds me of things that me and we adopted each other. My sister. We are exactly 48 hours apart, and we have been the very best of friends ever since we were 9 years old. And we still are. And our mothers said for years that we behaved more like twins than anything. No. And but we have told people a lot of times that we actually started in heaven as twins. But God in his wisdom knew that one mother could not deal with the two of us at the same time, so he split us apart.
Well, I'll tell you, we both cracked up. Maybe it wasn't so funny as us laughing at it amongst ourselves.
That sounds like Nancy and me.
When Michelle did come to the door, there we was, just cracked up, couldn't even talk to her. We laughed hard.
Nancy and I one time, she was going to help me carry something up the stairs here at the apartment house because I was going to take it up and put it in my vehicle. Well, we got tickled about halfway up the stairs and wound up sitting on the stairs laughing. The lady that lives above me came up and was standing on her landing. And she said, "Are you girls all right?" We're like, "Oh, yeah." We were sitting there just cracking up. Both of us had tears rolling down our faces. And she said, "Do you need help?" And my sister's husband said, "No, they just need to settle down and get serious." Well, that's all it took to break us up again. So
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. We even went to tell funny stories before, and you laughed so hard you couldn't even tell the story. You know, it wasn't even that funny. But
yep. Teresa, have a good afternoon. Hi, Sarah.
See you later, Teresa. Hello, Sarah.
I could remember my parents telling stories about when they were much younger. And there were things that my dad would get to laughing so hard about. He not only couldn't tell the story, but he couldn't sit up straight in the chair. He was just doubled over laughing.
Yeah.
And I think back on that now, and I'm like, oh man, he left me some awesome memories.
And I can remember kids. One time we were in this Christmas program, me and a couple of my sisters, and we got to laughing at each other in the middle of this Christmas program. You're just looking at each other, and it was crazy. I know, but we did. And
Yep.
I said, I don't even know what was funny, but.
Hi, Marie.
Hello, Marie.
Nancy and I used to do that in church. And of course, we were usually sitting in the pew right ahead of our parents. And if we got tickled about something, her mother or mine would reach up, tap us on the shoulder. And if we still didn't get quiet, my dad would lean forward and just very quietly say, "Girls." And we knew that, oh, we got to get quiet now.
Mm-hmm.
Which 9 times out of 10 just caused more laughter. So.
Yeah, you thought it was funny because they had to tell you to be quiet.
We managed to maintain it long enough, though, that the parents didn't have to come up and separate us, so we were good.
Yeah. You sit on that end of the pew, and you go to that other end. Yeah.
We had good upbringings, though.
Yeah.
We were both blessed with wonderful Christian parents, and we both were raised with amazing values and so much love that it was just unbelievable. So, and we have good times remembering all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Her poor husband, though, he's like, "Y'all ain't right." Is anybody else sewing today?
I don't know.
I know somebody said that they were hand sewing something. How was that? It's the only part I hate about bifocals. I got to tip my head back to see. Patty G was hand sewing on a pin cushion.
Okay.
So
I haven't really been. I mean, the chat's not moving real fast. I think watching instead of chatting, so I've not. No, I might have seen the comments because there hadn't been a whole lot of them. Donna.
and Donna's sewing.
Come up and sew with us, Donna.
Yeah.
I'm sewing and trimming and ironing and Wish I had.
I guess
Wish I,
this weekend, well, Friday, my daughter is going to bring my youngest granddaughter down, and Davin's going to spend the weekend with me. And she's 7, and she's a live wire. So by Sunday night, when her mama comes back to get her, I'm sure that I will be more than ready to say, bye, Davin. It's been nice. Have a nice trip home.
yeah, I'm gonna go home now. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Sarah says that they have a cold. Kids have
Mm.
cold. So
Oh, no. You know, one of the gals that was in Randy's live earlier, that Molly, I can't think of the Pest Hunter something or other is her channel. I can't remember all of it. But she was having an awful time with a cold. And she said she was having such a hard time breathing and, trying to get straightened out from it. But
oh.
Oh, no, Donna.
Gonna have to take my machine off the frame and try to find it. Oh no. You might ought to just walk away from it for a few minutes. Sometimes that helps.
Yeah.
Always, but Marie's paper piece in the block, not having a good time. I better knock on wood, but mine's going pretty good. But I better not brag too quick, had I?
Rita, have you ever done any of that, what they call English paper piecing?
No, I don't do paper piecing. No.
I know I don't do the foundation, but I want to try the English.
What's the difference? Because I don't even know.
The English paper piecing, you've got a template, a paper template that you sew your fabric around, and you get your sets of them going. The design that I'm going for is Grandmother's Flower Garden. And I watch a lady called, her name is Sarah, and her channel is Quilting for the Soul. And she's made so many of those quilts like that, and they're absolutely beautiful. And the English paper piece, Grandmother's Flower Garden, and she also did a cathedral windows quilt, and both of those are on my bucket list.
Okay.
Those cathedral windows quilts are beautiful.
I've never done one of those either.
I haven't done one, but I think they are absolutely stunning when they're finished.
What Sarah put potatoes in my kids' socks last night, and they're doing better today. So I guess I'll put potatoes in the socks tonight. Okay, you'll have to explain that to me. Is that some kind of old remedy?
I think what she's talking about is you put the potato on the bottom of their foot, and I've heard of people doing this with onions too, and then you put the sock on, and that pulls a bunch of the toxins and stuff out of your body and really helps with the healing process.
Okay, so you would cut it in half. You'd somehow, the onion or potato, either one, and then put the. Okay.
Well, the people that I've talked to, it's just like a 1/2-inch thick slice.
Oh, just a slice, okay.
Just a big old thick slice. But then when you get up to walk, you got to watch your step. But it just, my mother-in-law swore by that deal with the onions on the feet, and we did that with my husband one time. He got bronchitis real bad, and we didn't want it going into pneumonia, and his older brother said, he called me and he told me about what their mom used to do. I said, I had forgotten about her saying that. And he said, try it. He said, if you don't have onions, he said, we've got a bunch of them up here. And he said, I'll bring you some. I said, all right. I said, I'll take you up on that. And it helped. a whole lot.
Huh.
So,
Oh yeah, I've heard of the onion before.
mm-hmm,
I can't recall knowing anybody that done it though, but I've
mm-hmm.
heard of it.
Oh, well, the thing that got me, I thought, oh my stars, I'm going to be smelling onions all night. And I was surprised. No, the husband did not smell like onions, but that onion was rank. And because it pulls that junk out of your system.
Yeah.
And so I know I can remember my mom talking about when she and her sisters and her brother would get real bad chest colds. She said, oh, I hated it. I said, why? I mean, other than the fact that it was a cold and they're not fun to begin with. She said, because I knew that if we complained of having a cold, Mom was going to get out that stinking goose grease. And I said, oh my gosh. And she said, yeah. She said, she'd put that on our chest. And she said, oh my Lord, the smell was horrible. She said, I'll tell you what, it worked. She said it would break it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Sarah just said you'd be surprised at how much it helps. The ones I put in my daughter's socks were black this morning, but she's feeling better. It does work. So, and I just look at it like you're not putting a bunch of chemicals into your body that you would be if you're taking a bunch of other stuff for it.
Everything don't need in it. So
yeah, it's scary. I watched a channel here, got started watching it here the other day because I saw her doing a recipe that just looked really interesting. It popped up in my feed. And so I looked at her channel and I found this one. She was making cream of something soup and doing it from scratch because she and her family are cutting out all the artificial ingredients, and chemicals and stuff like that. And the way that she does it, cream soup is basically gravy with flavoring, with the flavor added to it.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I can try this. I can do this. But she's got a dry mix that you can mix up, and then it's just however much milk and butter or bacon grease you add to it. And she said she prefers to use the bacon grease in 2 of the cream soups because it just adds so much more flavor. Mm-hmm. And but with this one base, you can do cream of chicken, cream of celery, or cream of mushroom, any of them. Mm-hmm. And I know I've got a recipe for the dry mix, and that is a little different than hers, and I want to make some of it. But I also want to try Ruth Ann's recipe. I think it would be delicious because hers actually, you cook it and it actually gets thick like the cream of soup that you take out of the can.
There'll be times that I'll see recipes like that and I'll do them a little while and then I'll go back to the old ways.
Yeah.
I don't mean the old ways, the new ways. Well, just got the soup. And I don't stick with it. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Oh, I'm bad about it too. I found some recipes for a chili blend. It's a chili seasoning mix and a seasoning mix for soup beans. They are both absolutely delicious. And I had made up big batches of them a couple of years ago at Christmas and gave some to each one of my girls, and I used mine up. They have both used theirs up. But, buying the chili mix from the store was just a little too easy when they put it on sale for 20 cents a package. And so I grabbed it.
I think I use that William chili seasoning to do my chili. I've got this big old keg of it. Bought it in the bulk. Yep. At least I did that. But
yep. Yeah, the Williams is good, and I have to be careful because I've got a soy allergy. And there are so many of those seasoning mixes that either use soy flour or soy protein in them as a flavoring base. So I've got to be careful with that. And I found 3 that don't have that in it. And so if I really want to use those are the 3 brands that I stick with. And so
let me tell you a funny one on Terry today. He started reading the labels because he's trying to not, he don't want me to buy those things with those bioengineered foods. And he
yeah.
was this morning, and he's, oh, I will start laughing. I can't even tell it. All right, let me stop. But he said, this one is produced where they do EGG. I said, honey, that's egg.
Oh, goodness.
Said, honey, egg produced in the factory where they do have egg. I about cracked up. Now I can't even tell it now.
And we hope that Terry doesn't watch this episode because he'd feel like I was making fun of him.
Hell, he won't say by that egg. And then they said, oh, yeah, you're right.
I do.
But he just, I guess he don't read labels or cook or anything like that. So the EGG just threw him for a few seconds. So
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I've read some of the labels, and do you know there's some that there's no way I can pronounce those words.
No.
And I'm just like, if I can't pronounce it, should I be consuming it?
Yeah. But then they'll tell you raw milk's bad and butter's bad and this is bad. Phooey. Yeah.
I had a doctor tell me, oh, you've got to cut these fats out of your diet. No more butter, cut the eggs, get rid of the beef. And she's going through this list. And I was like, she didn't want me having bacon or sausage. And I was like, you just wiped out almost my whole diet.
Right, yeah.
And she said, what? I said, I'm allergic to soy, so I don't use artificial butter. I use the real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that allergy, I also use real bona fide genuine cream. Mm-hmm. And I use real milk. Mm-hmm. I don't do the almond or the other stuff. I use the real thing. And I said, and as far as the bacon and the pork, yeah, it's going to be consumed. I said, that's not what hurts you. Oh, but those cholesterol levels. I said, Doc, you're the one that has you're the one with the doctorate here. You ought to know it's not the food that contains the cholesterol that creates the problem in your body. And she said, no, it isn't. I said, no. I said, it's the fact that you consume too many carbohydrates and don't get them burned off. So your liver converts that to fat and excess cholesterol that your body doesn't need. Mm-hmm. Well, then she did some research. And when I went to see her the next time, she said, you were right. She said, honey, you stick with your diet, but do try to cut some of the fats. I said, Doc, when I'm only eating one meal a day, there's not a whole lot I can cut. Mm-hmm. But I just don't get hungry. And so
it's the carbohydrates that's killing people, not the other stuff. And I love my carbohydrates, so I'm freaking.
Oh, I do too.
But it's hard. I'm addicted to them. So
my 3 main deals, as far as carbs go, is sweet potatoes, corn, and fried potatoes. Mm-hmm. I absolutely love those things. And when I said something to my doctor about it, she said, well, the sweet potatoes are good for you. They're loaded with vitamins and fiber, and yes, go ahead and stick with them. I don't care if you eat those. But she said, maybe cut back on the white potatoes or leave them alone. I said, Doc, I'm Irish. I got potatoes in my bloodstream. It's part of my DNA.
Yeah.
But at some point, I will consume a tater.
Yeah.
And so, but I try not to eat a lot of breads. And just as soon as it cools off enough to do it, I will start baking my own bread again.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that way I know exactly what's in it.
In it. Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's got real eggs, real milk, real butter, the
Yeah.
whole 9 yards. It's all in there. But it's good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
We had a loaf of, it was a loaf of name brand bread the other day, and it had those bioengineered ingredients in it. So
I know it's discouraging.
mm-hmm.
It just, but I was even looking at some of the flour on the grocery shelves, and there's a lot of them that are even listing it.
Oh,
And
wow.
there are a few brands there's a few brands that are saying non-GMO certified, which means there's nothing other than what belongs in there.
Hello,
So,
June.
hi, June.
But that's not Sheila. It looks like Sheila, but that's Kim. That's Kim, not Sheila. They look a little bit alike, but
How is Sheila doing?
she's doing better than I thought. It would be hard. I don't know how she's doing as well as she is.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably better some days than it is other days, but it can't be. Oh man.
Yeah. That's for sure. That would be hard to get through.
It would be.
And I know there was one point in time that my oldest daughter, her youngest son, had some real serious health issues. And in fact, when he was 6.5 months old, we were told that he wouldn't see his first birthday.
Oh.
That young man just celebrated his 17th birthday. He is our miracle boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still got some battles ahead of him, but he's doing great. And when she had sat down and talked to me about it, she said, Mom, she said, I know you lost Daddy. And she said, and Grandma lost Grandpa. But she said, how am I going to get through this? I said, you have me and your grandma here to help you, just in case. And I said, and you have Heath? And she said, but I don't know. I said, yeah, you will be fine. I said, trust me. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Mm.
And he hasn't. He's one of the top students in his class. And that little boy that they figured if he did live past his first year, they figured that he would have real growth issues and mental issues and all this kind of stuff. That 17-year-old boy is 6'2", and he's built like a linebacker. One of the tops in his class, and none of the issues that they thought were going to plague him. He's doing just fine.
That's great.
So,
well, up.
Donna said Sheila is staying so busy. I'll bet she is.
We see you. We can't see you.
That's because my hair's not done.
Mine isn't either.
My chicken broth
Ooh,
in my mug.
all right.
Clear liquids only.
Oh,
Yeah.
See? Pretty ratty.
it looks fine.
Your bread looked good this morning.
It was pretty good. I ate a piece with some jelly on it, but I don't know what flavor jelly or jam I put on it. But I ate it
That's what you said. Yep.
because sometimes I don't label stuff like I need to. Now remind me, where are you from, Sue?
Michigan.
Michigan. Sue from Michigan is all the time waving at us,
Yep.
right?
We're kind
Well,
of.
hi, Sue. It's nice to meet you.
And you, who are? Oh, you're Kim. K-Y-M.
Uh-huh.
Where are you at?
I am in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
Well, it's actually Independence, but I'm only 3 blocks away from the Kansas City line, so.
Oh, okay. My husband was from Kennett.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a transplant. Yep. My dad was, I have to think. Dexter. Yeah, Dexter.
Oh,
But
my.
a great aunt, Rita, that lived in Piggott.
Piggin,
Oh,
okay.
my goodness.
Now I'm not real in that part of the state, but I know what you're talking about. Because I'm over on the other side of the state. But,
Oh, okay. Well, we're kind of gloomy here today. It's about 65 and overcast.
It's sunshiny and warm here today. Still, summertime came back.
That's the way it is here.
We'll have it next week. Yeah, after this little cold snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rita, you're so accurate on your blocks. Very, very accurate. Yep.
Well, I try. I mess them up every once in a while, but if I take my time, I can do pretty good on them. Sometimes I get in a hurry.
Yeah.
And Donna says, what part of Michigan, Sue? She lived in East Lansing when her dad was in college.
Oh, yeah. I'm east of her about 40 miles. I'm over by Flint, actually. Do I type or can she hear me?
I believe she can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Should
not
be
real.
able to hear you.
You're not real loud, but she ought to be able to hear you. Sometimes I scream on here so people can hear me, and I probably get too loud.
There, I turned up the volume. I don't know if that helped.
Hello, Linda Hauser.
Hi, Linda.
And Sarah finished her baseball quilt and gifted it to my nephew for his homecoming. So thankful he's no longer in the hospital and he's on the mend. Amen.
That's awesome. Praise the Lord.
That hair is wild.
Well, it looks kind of cute from just what we can see. It looks like it's kind of little curls up there, little waves.
Yep. Depends on the day.
And Linda says, how are us ladies today? Well, I'm good. Sue's drinking clear liquids, and Kim said her hands was hurting. So, and then, am I right?
Yep. Yes, my hands decide to throw a fit every once in a while and just, now we're not holding the cutter or the scissors today. Give it up. So, and I figure it's best to listen to them when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can probably use them just fine tomorrow.
Yeah, Donna said her dad was raised in Kigo Harbor and Pontiac. Yep.
Uh,
Pontiac, I know. Kigo Harbor, I've heard of, but I don't believe I've been there.
Amanda's got allergies kicking her butt, and
Yes.
June's arthritis, and it's not happy.
Hi, farm wife.
Yeah. Hello, farm wife. I got a mess.
Heavens no. Surely not.
One of these days I need to stop and organize and clean up, but I don't know when that day is.
When I talked to my sister yesterday, she does a lot of clothing alterations. And right now she is working on a bunch of wedding gowns.
Oh.
And she said that she currently has 30 wedding gowns hanging in closets that she will be altering from now. Some of them are for mid 2024 weddings, but she won't start on them until closer to the date. But she said, I've got stuff booked that far out. And
Wow.
she said, my house just looks horrible. But her husband is one, he's like, honey, this is what you do. We will put up with it. You're doing just fine. She does a beautiful job with it.
If she altered them too quick and them gals that's getting married gain weight, then they wouldn't fit or something.
Yeah, that's what she's worrying about.
Yep.
Hey, Donna Sequin.
Hello, Donna. Oh, did Sarah leave us? I miss Sarah going out.
Oh, bye, Sarah. Linda, my great aunt made my wedding gown. I couldn't find a pattern that I really liked. So I found two that I liked specific elements on. And I took it to my great aunt. And she said, so what do you want? And I told her, and she said, hang on just a minute. And she went and got a stack of newspapers and spread them out on the table. She said, well, come here and let me get your measurements. And she took my measurements. I told her about what I wanted. She sketched it out on newspaper, and she used the elements from the two patterns that I really wanted and worked them in, cut it all out, and I was helping her with some of the pinning, but she was doing all of the sewing. And 2 days later, I tried the gown on for the first time, and it fit perfectly. And all we had to do was hem it. And it was a custom gown, and I absolutely loved it. But neither one of my daughters wanted to wear it. Of course, the oldest one was way too tall for it. Because I was only 5'3", and my oldest was 5'10", and the youngest is 5'7". And so they neither one wanted to try to wear it, so it's long gone by now. But it was really a beautiful gown.
So you still you don't have it now?
Nope.
It's long gone?
No, I
made mine, and it wasn't fancy, but I still have it. I can't wear it for nothing. I mean, I was like 115 pounds when I got married, and I'm a whole lot more than that now. So.
That's kind of like talking about people not being spring chickens. Well, yes, I am. I just don't discuss which spring.
Yeah.
But no, I donated the dress. Would have been back in 2010.
Well, not even that long ago, really, because you probably married. No. Yeah,
we got married in 1978.
Okay.
We were married for 30 years and 17 days. So
Farm wife says, "Who is the other lady at the bottom?" She's Sue from Michigan. She comes in the chat quite a bit. If you ever see Sue from waving from Michigan, well, that's who it is.
that's awesome.
But she says her hair is not pretty, so she don't want to show herself. So she won't let us see her. So
Oh goodness, if hair being pretty or makeup being perfect was a requirement here, I'd be sunk.
me too. Nah,
Oh,
there ain't no pretty requirements, but I think we're all beautiful. So
I do too. I think when women have friendships, whether it's in person or something like this, it's all beautiful.
mhm.
Yeah, but I think I'm the oldest one. Y'all been not married. I mean, what, 30 years you said? And 17 days and
Oh, honey, that was back in 2008. I am 68 years old.
see, older than that. Mm-mm.
That
Oh,
doesn't make any difference.
Donna, where in
Ah,
Michigan? Donna's brother lives in Michigan. I wondered where. Let me turn up the volume. Well, wrong way. I'm on an iPad. What's everybody else on?
Now I'm
I
on my phone.
I've got my laptop open. Well, Linda's 75. Linda, you look really good for 75.
Really?
She does. Yeah. Hi, Mona. What did I
Oh,
buy?
Hi, Mona.
Got a new T-shirt. Can you see it?
but Rita was going to town today. What'd you
I
get
did.
in town?
Well, I'll tell you, y'all gonna have to wait till in the morning and watch the video, and I'll show you.
Oh, you stinker.
Your
I
shirt
got
is adorable.
Because if I show you now, I won't have nothing to make a video on in the morning. All right.
well, I'll have to watch it later. Got that appointment in the morning.
But I did get this shirt, so you got a sneak peek.
Okay.
Oh, that shirt is just adorable.
I think so.
My daughter ordered her one. She is a Yellowstone TV fan, and her shirt says, "Why y'all trying to bring out the Beth Dutton in me?"
Yeah, I wasn't to believe Linda was 75. I thought she
Nope.
maybe not no spring chicken, but not not that spring or whatever I'm trying to say. Better hush before I say something wrong. But farm wife was married 58 years yesterday.
Good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Linda don't believe it either.
Ate it up. Wow.
Oh, look who's
Yeah.
here.
Hi, Francis.
Hey,
Do you get any good news? Do you have any good news, Francis?
yeah, they're supposed to be calling us back for or no, they're coming to the house one day. It's going to be either this week or the first part of next week for the eval.
Awesome.
Yep. Get my tablet because it's easier to see you. Come on.
Well, I will make that another matter of prayer and keep you guys in prayers, Francis.
I'm gonna put you on my tablet and then close this one down.
Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh. Francis has got to come back. Here she's back. Had her back up there. There you
Now.
are. Yeah.
Better on my tablet than it is my phone. But they're gonna come from the place and to do the eval, and we'll go from there.
And I don't know what you mean by eval, but you ain't eval.
Just her medical condition and stuff like that,
Oh, okay.
I guess is what it is.
Mona was accidentally in, I don't know what that is either, Mona. I don't know. Laughing at what Mona wrote, because I don't know what that is either.
Fan funding? Oh, my goodness.
It ain't something that I signed up for. It almost sounds like they want you to send me money. That's what they want, ain't it? But I didn't put it there.
Hmm.
Well, if it's fan funding, so.
Yeah.
And Francis, where's your little chicken? Mona wants to know.
John is fixing a pen for them right now to go on the deck. He brought another one. He brought another one up here last night. And there's a couple of more little bitty ones that he's going to bring up here and put in that pen.
Okay.
Mm.
Trevor's helping him.
Have you been watching? Because we have Sue from Michigan on the panel up here. That's
No, I haven't. I just come on.
But you've seen her in chat before. Sue waving from Michigan. So.
Okay. Is that the one that I can't see?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The hair is not presentable.
Oh, Lordy B. We ain't half presentable no times, are we, Rita?
Yeah, Sue, was you watching the night that Francis fell asleep? We caught her snoring.
Uh-huh.
Oh, just that night.
Oh, she was in her
Sure
night.
I was a tired person that night.
And I think you had been sick too, so I'm just cutting up with you.
Oh, I know. It wouldn't be us if we didn't cut up.
I know. And Mama thinks you need to bring that little one in the house with you.
Well, she is in the house.
Yeah.
She's got her a little friend back there with her now until John gets the pen ready.
And Linda Hauser says we see your hair, but nothing else. Next time she comes on here, she's going to have her hair fixed and she's going to show us her face. Is that right, Sue?
Something like that.
No, I went and met the quilt girls for lunch today, and then came back, and then Johnny on his way to work to get his truck, he brought Trevor by here till his mama gets off work. So he's got to go to Alabama this weekend.
Wow.
Can you litter train a chicken? And then Linda Hauser wouldn't worry about the hair.
Me either.
How can you type? I don't have a keyboard. I can read and I see.
I can't do chats either. I read it and run my mouth up here.
But I like to have y'all up there running your mouth. That's what I want.
I know.
Comments.
Hi,
Well-
June.
Well, ladies, my phone is letting me know that my battery is getting too low, so I've got to go get my phone on the charger. So this has been wonderful. I enjoy it. You all have a good day, and I will talk with you later. I'll probably
Okay.
talk to you tonight in chat. So I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
If she comes on tonight.
I will.
Sometimes when she comes on during the day, she don't come on at night.
Sometimes, yeah. But I done told him I had Terry some leftovers, so I'm not going to cook supper tonight. So I may come on tonight.
Okay.
I ought to get off here and go take me a nap, though, before then, hadn't I?
How did you come out with John's sister? You mean his cousin, the one that's living with us? Trevor. She waved.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Trevor.
Hey,
Go back and help Papa now.
All right, I gotta help someone. I have to go help my grandpa.
Help his grandpa.
Yep.
Mona has to go. She just stopped by to see my new fabric.
Oh, you got new fabric?
I did, but I'm not going to show them till in the morning.
Okay.
I told them I have to have something for a video in the morning, so I'm going to show them in the morning.
What time? Don't say 6 o'clock.
Oh, it won't be live. I'll record it. It won't be a live.
Oh, okay.
It'll just be when Terry gets out of the way for a few minutes, so he's not in the background.
So he won't know what you bought.
I bought a bunch. I think I got enough for 2.
Oh, you went to town this morning. That's right.
Yeah, I went to town. Yeah. I told him I went by the courthouse and paid the taxes, and then went to the quilt shop, and then I went to the grocery store.
You made the rounds then.
The courthouse was real quick, and then I went to the courthouse, and the quilt house, and then I spent too much time there. So then when I left there, I had to hurry in the grocery store because I was trying to get back home by 12:30, and so I just grabbed a few things real quick in the grocery store.
Yeah.
They checked the sirens in town on Wednesdays at noon. And I was coming through town today at 12 o'clock, and they're doing them sirens. You know, I don't live in town, so I don't hear them. It was just really loud.
Did it scare you?
Well, I kind of knew it because I knew they did that, but but I don't live in town. I'm out in the country, so I don't hear them. So
Yeah.
so to me, it was kind of interesting, but kind of creepy.
Farm wife's leaving.
Bye, farm wife.
bye.
Yeah, I got a new shirt. Yeah, I did. Donna said I got a new shirt. I showed her my new shirt. You see my new shirt?
Oh.
Can you see it? It's a sewing machine with all this stuff around it, and there's a hand sticking up, says I'm okay.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
Well, Rita, it's a whole separate hobby to buy fabric and then to use it up. Those are two separate hobbies.
Yeah.
It is just picking and planning on a quilt is one thing, and sewing them something else. That's true.
Yep.
And I have to go buy from the local quilt shop too, because I tell you, when I got my quilting machine, now they come in big old boxes and parts and pieces. Well, the friend from the quilt shop come out to my house. Her and Michelle, remember the one that I went to her house and bought that machine from? They come out that house and spent all day putting that quilt machine up for me.
Oh, wow. That was nice.
I won't ever be able to repay him for doing that for me. I didn't know what I was doing, but
We only have one quilt shop in our county left. Only one. I mean, well, we have Joanne's, but
We don't have nothing in ours.
oh, but yeah.
Walmart, that's about it. And it's not worth 2 cents half the time.
Forgot about Walmart.
and Charlotte's here. Hello, Charlotte. And she says, "Who's up on the ride?" That's Sue from Michigan.
With the bad hair.
She's having a bad hair day and she don't want nobody to see it.
We're just going to get her a hat. That way she can cover up her hair.
Wavy.
She can wave to you.
Anybody do paper piecing?
I don't. Do you do paper piecing?
I have before, but not in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Oh, I've done it. Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And piecing. Yeah. But I like those. I like to do quilts out of the panel too. Do the panel quilts.
Yeah.
Cheater, but
Are you working on something right now, Sue?
I should be. Well, kind of. Yes.
Rita, one of the ladies in the group, she saw the chicken pattern.
Uh-huh.
She says, "I want that." I said, "Well, we'll have to get it." She said, I'll meet you next Friday and you cut me out a pattern of that chicken pattern."
You can do that. You can do that. Godwin Blogger. Hello, everyone. Hello, Godwin Blogger. Yeah, I know. We see her hair, Jude.
I like the jar quilt too. Or the jar block. That was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big block.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to I have another pattern. I'm going to someday get back on that. I got too many things going.
Yeah.
Me too.
But that's okay. Keeps me out of trouble.
I'm going to do it one day. It's just I got to get over some of these I've already got.
Mm-hmm. And I've still got to put my swap one together too. You've got yours together, so.
But I don't have it sandwiched so I can quilt it yet.
Yeah, but at least you're not going to lose the blocks since they're all pieced together.
Yeah.
Is Beverly watching TV? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. She watches TV all day long.
But well, what else would she be doing though? I mean,
Nothing. She don't like to do nothing. I had bought her a word search book. She didn't want to do that, so. Papa used to write recipes. It's no telling how many recipes I wrote on the big cards. Oh my God. I probably got thousands.
Wow.
But that kept his mind, and he wanted to do that, so I let him do it.
I'm still sending out chicken patterns. Y'all just have to email me your address so I can send them out. I bought stamps today so I can send some more. I did. I pick them up in the grocery store sometimes. That's easier than going to the post office.
Yeah.
So if Deb wants the pattern too, like I said, send me your address. and if I don't get it pretty soon, keep reminding me.
Two and a
How-
half inch. I put 2.5 inch between mine. Wait a minute.
Let me see if I can type the email in here.
Be careful now.
The door's not opening.
Well, I can't open it no further, baby. You gotta be careful how you get.
Emergency services going to the garage.
There's my email to send your address to, so I can send it to you.
Well, that doesn't show for me.
It doesn't show.
Not.
It's
but
on there twice.
It ought to be on there about 3 times.
Now yeah, I see another one now 3 times.
The Quilted Chicken Farm and Rita's Roost and Facebook all. I was streaming to all 3 of them today.
See, I can't see chat and the pictures both.
All right, let me see. Let me do this. Can you see it now?
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
I keep working on this. I'll have all these trimmed pretty soon.
Yep.
Because I'm ready to go back to sewing them together.
Hold on 1 minute.
Okay.
John's phone's ringing, but I'm not going to answer it. He'll call him back. It's one of his friends. He'll call him back.
Yeah, that's his department.
That's right.
And you're welcome, Phyllis.
Well, Dawn at Gmail. That's where we send the recipes to? Or who's that?
That's the recipe swap. Now there's we got 2 different recipe things going on. We got the swap, and then we got on Dawn's you send them to each one of them people you'll send the recipes to. Isn't that way you understand it, Francis? And
The rest, I thought we sent them all to Rowena.
Okay.
Isn't that what we do? Send them, each person will send them to Rowena?
No, I think we send them to each person, is what I thought.
I don't know.
I don't know that. I've been confused on that one from
Yeah.
when we started it. We wanted to do it and we didn't know what we was doing. So
Yeah, that's what I understood, that we send the 3 recipes to Rowena. And yours is a separate thing.
are you emailing them to Rowena? Is that what you're doing?
Either email them or mail them. Can you get through, son? All right, let Papa help you right here.
My tire's still inside.
Yeah. That's all right.
Come on, wait. Wait a minute, hold it right there. Hold it. Back up.
Hold up.
Now, turn it good. Push it out, fine. You push it over. Go down there. You get down there and push it over, and I'll hold it up right here.
Well, like spin top.
Yeah. Ready? Over.
Boy, it's on there a lot of times now, Rita.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Wow, how did he get on there so many times?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Bunches of times. And I've got 2 different email addresses, but that one will bring it to me.
Yeah.
It's a quiet chat today. Them night times, y'all get fired up at night. The daytime,
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
quiet.
Well, that one time there was quite that fracas. Whatever that was, those 2 women, quite a fracas.
Yeah. That was our bad night.
That was our bad night. Almost turn you again having these little things. Yeah.
That one lady sure had a pretty piano in the background. That was pretty.
I can do that. I'll do that. Let's see. How did we do that? Because we did that.
I can't remember. You put a background on, and she had put a background on hers.
Yeah. And one time
That wasn't her house?
that
No.
no, your house.
Oh. I
Because
thought, well,
we've done that before. Where one time we see if I can find it.
There it is.
See?
oh.
Like that right there.
Do you remember how it made Julie disappear in different places of her body? Yours is doing the same thing
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, if I move too much, it goes away. Well, you can't even see my sewing machine, can you?
Uh-uh.
On. Huh.
But now I've got to know how to remember how to change it back.
Now, Francis, is that your real background?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do that.
Let me get this and trim, and I'll go back. I was just showing you kind of what you could do.
Yeah.
Hope I can fix it back.
See?
That place is too fancy for me. I don't feel comfortable in that house.
I'd be scared I'd break something.
Yeah.
That's quite a posh background. And obviously, there you go.
I come home.
Well, now that's a pretty background too. Your quilt blocks.
And this is my little corner of my kitchen. And Susan Munger's listening while she cleans up her sewing room. It's a mess. Well, when you get done, Susan, I could use
Come to my house.
Put me on that list too.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely need mine cleaned.
My whole house is a mess. I ain't gonna lie.
So is mine. Yeah, it's lit. John said it's lived in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it gets out of hand sometimes. You do have to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
And here we're now moving into seasons of changing summer clothes to the winter clothes. So short sleeve shirts have to go into storage and long sleeve shirts have to come out.
Hmm.
So it's a little bit tedious.
Okay, come on.
June's got to go make some phone calls, so she'll see us later.
Bye, June.
Bye.
Put them right here a minute. No, sit them right here a minute.
You want to see?
I want this one.
I've been sitting here an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna have to get up and move around a little bit.
This is a bigger one. Look, Rita.
Aw, look there.
Can you put it back in there?
Emma,
Yeah, I'm going to.
He's
look there. Hello, chicken.
Do you see it? Do you see it? Huh?
He's on the spot.
Her little top knot or fancy hair. Hey Sue, look at that hair on that chicken.
Oh yeah. See, that's a bad hair day.
We must be related.
He stinks.
Yeah.
You need a bath.
Because they've been in that box. Take them out there.
He'll suffocate.
No, it won't.
Most of us probably have houses that are lived in. And Susan says it's pouring rain there.
Where's that at?
Chicken. What was that chicken's name? Did it have a name?
I don't know. Ain't got no names yet. Not for, well, Natalie named the little bitty one, but I forgot what she named it. I think she named it Millie.
Oh, okay.
I think she did. I think so. John's covering it up now in case it rains so that it won't rain on it.
Where's Susan from? She said it was raining. Where does she live?
She's in Florida.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, they're my little silkies. I got about 6 of them, 8 of them, that is.
Yeah,
how
I'm
old before they lay eggs?
Do what?
How old do they have to be to lay eggs?
My other flock that we had just started laying eggs, and they're about 6 months old.
Oh, that long, huh?
Yeah, but when they start laying their little eggs,
kind
and I think I've got 6 18-count cartons of the little eggs in the refrigerator outside.
Oh,
clear blue skies and pouring rain.
that's a pretty Irish chain quilt she's got for her logo.
Yes, it is. Susan, did you make that quilt on your logo? I bet you did. I bet you she made it. She'll have to tell us.
What you want now?
We got company. Look here. We got company. Hi.
I almost forgot you was on. I was doing other things. I go, oh, Rita's still on.
I don't know for how much longer, but this afternoon was just kind of one of them pop-ups. I wanted to
I picked them up and put them in the pen.
Did you? Good. That's good.
And they were calm in my hands. They were just eating, so they got them. They just.
Uh-huh.
He's all excited.
Yeah, he's helping his papa do the pen for the little chicks.
Oh, okay.
for her best friend. She made that for her best friend.
Very nice.
And Cheryl says, send some of that rain to Oklahoma.
Yeah. And hi, Susan. Oh, trying to get ready to go camping in this cold weather.
Oh,
Yeah.
But that sounds like fun.
Yes. 60 is the high and 36 is the lows.
Whoa.
oh,
That's the only bad thing.
Uh,
Trying to figure out how much heavy stuff to. Because I don't want to overpack because then I have to bring it all back in too.
oh yeah. Where are you gonna go camping at?
Up in the mountains north of Spokane.
Mm.
We have 4-wheelers, utility vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
And we
is that
go up.
set up in Sasquatch country?
Yes, that's in Sasquatch country.
Y'all ever seen one or had any
No.
events you thought was scary? No.
But that's where my poo necklace came from.
I
Where we're
started
going.
to say the same thing. I started
Yeah,
to say,
that's where the poo comes
is that
from.
I was
Pooh County?
thinking it, but I wasn't going to mention it. So
I was gonna say, is that Pooh County where you're going?
That's exactly where it came from.
Oh,
Where we're going camping. So I'm going to be looking.
Mhm.
I will be looking. It's
Okay.
like, yeah. Yesterday was so much fun. Alani came and spent the day with me while her little brother got circumcised.
mhm.
And she was just, oh, my bed, my toys, my chair, my this. She calls my bed her bed.
Yeah.
It's like her mama says, this isn't your bed. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
She claims everything of mine. And then she ate her donut. I had one donut left and she got it.
Stephen the Striker Force says, you still on? Yes, I'm still on.
And hi, Cheryl.
And what am I working on? I'm working on another steps to the altar. And I'm trimming them. Look at all that mess.
Yes. And what do you do with your trimmings? Just throw them out?
I'll just throw them out in the yard. Yeah, just throw them out in the yard usually.
And
I
they're
could-
gone and nothing flat, huh?
Yeah, I could put them in the trash, but I just kind of throw them out and, walk out there a few steps and toss them.
Yeah. Mine go in dog beds.
Mhm. Mine too. I give them to a lady and she takes them where they make the dog beds with them.
Well, my grandson has 2 of the dog beds, and then another gal that was just here visiting, she took all 7, 8 of my bags that I had, and she's making dog beds for 2 large dogs.
Well, I won't have that many of them. I mean, so because I throw them away along and instead of save them. So,
well, that was 2 years worth of scraps to make 2 large dog beds. That's not too bad. It could be worse, right?
Yeah.
Guess I should put on the chat so I can see up there. But it's just one of those things. You do what you can with them. Because here, if I throw them out in the yard, it takes a while because in town, I don't have different things to steal them.
I think little birds will get them and fly off with them and use them.
If I could shove them down the mole holes and plug them in, maybe that'll work. It's like, maybe that'll work. I'm waiting for Austin with his next load of stuff. That kid, for being 21, he's got so much stuff, it's unreal. But he's taking a trailer full to the dump today.
Wonder he didn't rent some kind of storage place and put some of the stuff, or did he do that too?
Now that's in my back shed. They're $105 a month, a storage
Wow.
shed.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And he says, when I can do it at grandma's for free. And Candy's back. Hi, Candy. But I'm trying not to start anything new because tomorrow we're going to make the cat block. And then who's our other person that we can just see the top of their hand? Who is that?
That's Sue from Michigan. Have you
Hi,
seen
Sue.
Chad a few times? Sue Wade from Michigan. Well, that's Sue.
Okay.
But she won't show us herself because she don't like her hair today. So
Oh, heck, I don't like
I told her we have bad hair just about every day.
Yeah. I just throw it in the braid, put a couple clips in and say done.
I'm lucky to have hair, so.
Yeah. Well, you got hair, and that's the main thing. But we're making this cat block tomorrow.
Oh, that is.
Oh, that's cute.
that is
Yeah.
cute.
That's what we're doing tomorrow.
Is that on a patchwork background kinda? Or-
Yes, it's all 2.5-inch squares, Rita.
Okay.
That is
And
darling.
they're all on 2.5-inch squares. All
Oh,
three
the bat.
things.
Oh, with a ghost and a bat and a cat.
Yeah. This is one of my 7 table runners.
Mm,
Only 7.
uh,
And I found number 8 in the back, right over there. There's number 8. I did it crazy blocks. Hi, Kathy. Quilts and crap.
okay, Kathy.
Did you?
And I did not rush right over here. I just got here. I forgot.
Well, I knew I was going to work on this a little bit, so I decided I'd just see if anybody wanted to talk while we work.
Yeah. Well, Candy told me that she's seen it posting, so I said, I'll go check it out. Well, as you can see, I was the first one in the chat over there.
Yeah, you were. That's right. You were.
I'm just having fun. Kathy was reminiscing with her friend, and I just went off and did whatever. That's me, though. I do that all the time.
Mm-hmm. We went and got my sister a featherweight yesterday. Did you see that on Facebook? Did you see that, or did you miss that?
Did you see me cry?
Oh no, I missed that. You cried?
Yeah, when I watched it, it's like, no, you can't go get her. Well, I want one.
That friend of mine that restores them. She gets these old ones and then she fixes it all up. And I think my sister's is better than mine. So
Yeah, I know. Every time I find one, I watch the auction and the sale, because they go by high, whoever's the highest bid. They always end up in the $400.
Right.
And it's like, 400?
yeah.
I said, why can't I be the one to find at least $100 one?
Yeah.
And
Denise gave $350 for this one, which I didn't think that was bad because I gave more than that for this one.
yeah, I'm thinking, like everybody says, get your birth year, being I was born during that time. It's like, I don't know if I want a 55 in that. My favorite car is a 56 Chevrolet. So I said, if I was going to get a number, I'd stick with my 56. But it's just,
Well, how do you tell what year is what? Do you have to look at some kind of number on it?
the number that's on your machine. You can go on the internet and it will tell you exactly.
Okay.
sterilize them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it
I'll
is
go
it
get you
right
go
on
down
the
and get some
front.
food.
So Terry, if she was here, could tell us
There's
that.
some right there in the bucket.
Mine's on the
I'm
bottom.
seeing the 221, but
No, that's the model. 221's your model.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the model number.
On the bottom, if you
It
fold up
could
the,
it could be just up underneath or right on the back by your motor could be a little number. I'm Googling it right now.
I think mine's a 2 something.
well, there's the 221 or the 222, which is a free arm. And those are $2,000 for a free arm. But that's going 400 for a black. The
Rita,
green
mine's right on the front with a metal thing right on the front, on the, not the needle side, but the other side, the wheel side. Mine's right there.
I don't see a number there other than 221.
It's like
No,
the
you're
serial
looking for
number.
about a 9 or 10 digit number.
Yeah.
Oh,
And usually there's like 2 letters.
It begins
before
with
it.
2 letters and is found on the bottom of your machine.
Yeah.
It will be in 2 places, the area next to the bottom tray and inside the bottom tray itself. That's what it says.
You can go down and chicken feed together. You put the chicken feed together, man.
But
It looks pretty.
you'll find it later, and then you just put the,
Chicken
you
feed, I
go.
gotta
I
find
think
it
you
for
go
you.
to some. There's some site that tells you. Then they'll tell you where to look up the number.
45713. That's one number there.
45713.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Eddie called, but I didn't answer.
Not enough numbers.
It's like it's not enough. It says it begins with 2 letters.
Right.
I don't see it. I've looked all over. Y'all saw me look all over.
Yeah. But that's where they say it's at. The 221s were made in 3-year span. It says. And
What 3 years?
You can have
that's
some
what
more
I'm
if you
looking
want.
at. I'm trying to find the year for that. 2 letters, 6 digits.
That's gonna worry her to death until she finds it.
I don't see it. There's not that many numbers on it, but I've looked and I don't see it.
Yeah.
But they made them longer than 3 years.
Let me go get mine and see what it says.
They started in the 30s and went all the way up to what, 69 or 70?
Yeah. But the 221s only what they say only made for 3 years, and I don't think that's right.
No.
Sound right?
Because 39 to 54 is like. So Terry, where are you? Besides, not here when we need you.
Yes, it's fine. I got paid then.
No.
It says it's 2 numbers with 6. It's 2 letters followed by 6 numbers. That is your serial number.
It wouldn't be on the motor, would it?
No.
No, they say it's on the base.
Which would be kind of like
Okay.
your,
If you flip it over where the rubber wheels are on the bottom, there's a little metal plate.
but yours might be covered up by that tray, the oil tray.
Well, on this one, it's right next to the oil tray.
Okay, I see it. I see something here.
It's like I'm getting pencil and paper so I can write this down.
I found it.
Okay, just a minute. And you can register it under your name also.
Okay.
Okay. The numbers are
AM
Okay.
682059. I bet it's a 59.
Wow.
No,
That's
it's
what,
got a scroll in plate. It looked like a scroll in plate this morning.
Mine is AN 175864.
AN 17564
864.
864. As soon as I find where I enter them here, like,
I don't know. I think so.
okay, 8
Huh?
AM, 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 AE, AF,
Work,
AG,
work. Work. Got clean my mess up.
HIJK, LM, AM 68 yours was born in 1957, Rita.
Okay.
57. All
Yeah.
right. It's older
And,
than me.
and they don't have a, is it AM or AN for yours, Francis? They don't have a AN.
That's what it looks like, AN. Maybe
But
it's a,
I think it might be a M.
it might be.
Yours would be born in 1955,
Okay.
and there was 50,000 made of both of your machines.
She's already got it, honey. It's that number right there. Come here a minute.
And
What's
that don't seem like that many though.
No,
Get down there and get me them
they
two
made
bobbins under there.
50,000 a year.
Here, wait a minute.
At least they had a quota,
Yeah.
No, just
because there's L, K, J,
Sorry to
H.
ask my butt only.
Because if it's an H, it would be a different thing.
is that both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Thank
only,
you.
and it was only those two.
Okay.
And there's
Thank you.
G, AG, AF,
Hey, I'm in the floor.
Get up.
AE, AD.
But Rita, I thought yours had a scroll in plate. It's vertical. The chrome.
The chrome on the end of your sewing machine. That pretty shiny stuff on the
Where
end.
your needle is. No,
Yeah.
no. Where
Yeah.
your needle.
There.
Oh, it
That
is.
one.
It is striated. Okay.
It
looks
is.
like
It
was
is. Yeah.
scroll. And scrolls were older than 50s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So that's the numbers that we got.
Yep.
So 1957.
Yep. That's what Rita's is. And I think Francis, I think hers is an M also, and that would be a 55.
Okay, good. Thank you.
But there is a site you could go on and you can register it in your name, and then when you go on, someone can go in and research, and they can find out who owned it before them.
Okay.
oh, that I didn't know. Also, there's a featherweight group on Facebook, and he does a lot of repairs or authentic parts, so you don't get a knockoff. And
Right.
yeah, featherweight.
Is it the featherweight doctor?
Not that woman out of Texas.
No, this gal's in Idaho.
Oh no, I'm not familiar with
Going
her.
outside, John.
Oh, she will not give you a knockoff item. It's like she had a hard time finding like walking feet that would work for the featherweight, because you can get a walking foot that doesn't cost $2,000.
Yeah.
The penguin walking foot is now selling for $2,000.
I believe it.
My
I
sister
don't believe I'll be getting one of them.
a whole box of little attachments to go with hers too.
Yeah.
A box of little stuff and the
You need the keys. You're out back.
handful of bobbins and the box that went in. She's got all kinds of stuff.
can't hear you.
I got that with mine too.
Okay.
It,
We can all see you on one phone, so.
it's been kind of quiet in here. You didn't miss no
We can all
fireworks.
see you on one phone.
Yeah. It's like my grandson needs me to take his keys that he forgot here last night out to the back fence. I'll be right back.
I gotta get more burners. I'll be right back.
If you have to leave, Rita, don't feel sorry and just end the stream if I'm
Okay.
not back in time.
Okay, it's been almost 2 hours, so it ain't gonna be much longer. So.
I know you're so close to getting your stuff more progressively done.
Let it go. Tell him to take that off of his arm.
He said he's taken 2 loads to the
Very
dump
awesome.
already. About to take a 3rd load. Well, he's getting rid of his old furniture.
Over there, read it right there. All right. You almost at the exit?
I've trimmed them all there on the table. I probably stuck some up here just for show the other night that I have to take down and trim.
How far is it? Yeah. Okay. You already hooked the trailer to it, or you just got you got
That'd be my
to
last 6 of them. Wouldn't that be something if I had all them trimmed? It might be.
Yeah, because that'll cut your blood circulation off.
Yeah, but I didn't get it one time. Guess what? I tried to take it off, and guess what?
It wouldn't come off.
Bye, Lisa. Hello, Shirley. Around to it. She's waving to everyone. Just got home from doctor's appointments and popping in to say hi.
Hello.
We're going to have to pop off here in a minute, girls. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is,
that's cute. That's a little bitty thing.
it's a little pin.
Aw, isn't that cute?
I call it a pin. And that's fabric. Whoops. It's just the fabric, well, with lines in it. It's not spider web, but a little
Uh-huh.
log cabin, fall colors. There.
It's cute.
It's a tiny little old thing.
When I asked about paper piecing, that's paper pieced.
Yeah.
All right.
A wee little one.
Little, yep.
And then I use magnets on it so it doesn't hurt your garments if you're wearing silk or something, you know.
Okay. So it's a little pin you wear on your clothes? Is that what
Yep,
it is?
yep.
Huh.
Well, there. Whoa. You got
Oh,
a
your hair don't look bad, Sue.
You got a
Sorry.
I missed it. I was looking down. I missed
It, it looks about like mine.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, yeah, that's some of the paper piecing I've done.
Huh.
But I got in a slump there for a while and didn't do anything, you know.
Did you get a seal, Sandra?
He got his keys.
I said, did you get a chill?
Yeah, Well, it's 58 degrees right here, and our wind is blowing like 35 miles
Oh,
an hour.
Yeah.
'Cause
no.
I got my new hairdo.
Sue, look at Sandra's hairs.
It's like, yeah, it's a good thing it's in a braid.
Well, I did that in COVID, but when they opened the beauty shops, then I got it cut again.
Yeah. No,
What
I
time is
don't
the party
I don't like my
Saturday?
hair being short.
I
I
might not be
can
able to go to the
braid
beauty
it up
shop.
or poke it up in a clip. I'm better.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I've had short hair
Nothing's had a
before.
call happening.
I can pull it long. I can pull it back out of my face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
agree,
mean, we
but
get these flyaway things everywhere, but oh well.
not since I lost it. Got so baby thin and
Huh?
All you gotta
fine.
do is
Anyway, well, that's a pretty little symbol that around to it does. Oh yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, there's several names for that. There's a quilt along going on right now. They're doing that in that picture of around to it. They're doing big rows in columns on quilts.
Oh,
Sue, hold up your little tiny pen again and show Sandra your little pen. You wear it on your clothes. It's a pen for you.
yep.
Oh yeah, I made a miniature quilt block, and I'm supposed to make 24 of them to make a mini quilt, and it's like, no, I'm not.
Oh, no, I'm not. Sometimes you make a block just to see if you can make it or if something.
Yeah. So I took the little block, and then I put around it,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
pretty.
that's cute too.
and then I took 2 pieces of cardstock, and I wrote my name and my town I'm from, and then I have a magnet so I can wear it
Okay.
there.
There you go. Yep.
I can go to quilt shows and people know who I am. But I can tell you right now that metal back on that magnet is cold.
Well, that's pretty. So
Those are 4 of them put together. Those are 3 inchers.
And I can't remember. I have a little tiny purple, I think it's a pineapple that someone made me. It's like an inch square. And I go, what am I going to do with that? I'm going to lose it. So I put it up in one of my little things, and I got to find it again. But when I showed this one, someone wanted the pattern for the whole quilt. But I go, I'm not making 24 more of those. But I will someday. That's just me.
Oh, that's cute. The little hat.
Magnet.
Oh.
Yep.
That you wear on your clothes too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Y'all are so creative.
there's one thing though with this magnet back. This one has a warning. Green magnet. Caution, magnetic device. Do not use when wearing a pacemaker.
Oh.
Actually,
Huh?
I
Yeah.
have a pacemaker, and I put it on my right side by my
Okay.
shoulder collarbone. I asked my PA about it. Yep. So I imagine the manufacturer has to have the disclaimer,
Yeah.
like the medicines warning. You might have a stroke, a heart attack. It might work, it might not work. You might have diarrhea, you might vomit, you might stumble.
Yeah. I read all those things on every medication that's on TV.
But yeah, I did ask at the cardiologist office, the PA, took it in to show her how big it was.
Sandra, was yours paper pieced? Because Sue, you said you paper pieced yours, didn't you? Your English
Yeah.
piece, paper pieced.
Paper
No,
piece,
mine's actually cut the little tiny pieces and sew them under the machine. And then I did another, can't remember where it's at. I made little Christmas ornaments that are smaller than this.
Oh, that would be nice.
And I thought, how crazy was I to do that?
Sharon, she used tiny scraps. And to do, what's the finished product? The ornaments or the pins or, I
Yeah.
don't know. It didn't say.
And then
She's getting a show and tell.
I figured this was so big I could hand quilt it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my hand quilting. No, I did 2 bigger quilts, but that's it.
Okay.
Mom keeps making appointments, but she keeps canceling.
Well, ladies, we just got to go.
Okay.
But I think I am going to schedule a live tonight. If you guys want to come on chat tonight, it'll just be chat tonight. I won't be trimming. You know, I trimmed all these suckers while we're sitting here, so I have something accomplished.
Yeah. As long as you get things accomplished, that's a good thing.
That's a good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have no plans tonight. Tomorrow night I got to start packing my trailer.
And let's see, tomorrow's Thursday, so you won't be available tomorrow night. You'll be gone tomorrow night.
No, I leave Friday morning. But my son's coming into town and we got to do the checking of the oil, the air pressure on the tires and things like that. But we should be done before dark here because we never do anything after dark unless we have to.
Yeah.
But he makes sure my trailer, the way we park it, is snug against a building. And I'd probably have to buy a new building. At least I'm honest.
Will you pull it up to the campground? Will you pull the trailer on to the campground or where are we going?
I will pull the trailer up to where we're going. There's no campground. There's no potty. There's no this. And my son just informed me that I need to take up another porta potty for a friend. She has no bathroom in her camp trailer, and we're going up where there's no outhouse.
Okay.
So he wants to know if I'll take an extra one up with me, and it's like,
Be a Boy Scout. Use the woo.
Girl has a bathroom in it, don't it? Does it?
mine. I have a porta potty. It's like my son has his trailer's more equipped. It has the furnace and everything else. I have a gas heater for mine. I have no lights or water or nothing in my trailer. Mine's what we call dry camping.
You need to record some YouTube videos while you're up there because I think that'd be interesting to watch you do that.
It's like,
yeah.
Just don't catch nobody doing whatever in the woods, peeing or whatever.
It's like, one time we got to see bear, another time we seen elk, and it's like the deer, the badgers.
You should have got the poo from the elk.
Yeah, but it never stopped long enough to poo. I will always have that title.
You will. You can't live that one down.
No. I restrung mine the other day to make it just one long necklace. Because I had one bad thing start. It was starting to fall apart. But it was not in the world's best shape. My sister was in a hurry. She's got to explain to John what it is.
John said, "Does it stink?" I said,
Nope, not a smell number one.
Sharon J says
it's not number one. It's number two.
quilt covered. one 10.5 inches tall as a prototype. So sometimes I make them into tiny quilts and put it. Wouldn't that be cute?
Oh,
That's
that
a-
would be
So
cute.
cute.
Yep.
I like tiny stuff. I think tiny stuff's cute.
That's why I said I would start this. There was a whole class. They paid $25 to go to a class to make this miniature quilt.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And it's like
You know,
my friend got me the
you know,
pattern and stuff.
you could make a killing, Sandra, holding classes like that.
It's like,
I forgot what the name of the ones I made. One I made, John. Remember that one I showed you with the little bitty pieces in it? Now that was paper pieced.
Well, it's 5 o'clock my time, ladies, so
it's only 2:00 my time.
I got 4 o'clock here.
Yep.
5 o'clock here.
So
We
Sharon,
just
It's 4 o'clock.
And 6 o'clock somewhere.
I'm
It's
just
4 o'clock.
the time zone right now. Every one of us.
Yep.
well,
Well,
nice talking to y'all, and see you another time.
All right.
All right. We'll get off, so we'll get
Okay.
ourselves ready for tonight.
We'll be
Okay.
back.
What
Okay.
time tonight?
Probably 8. Probably about 8. 7:30 or 8.
But
Okay.
9 my time.